Just-in-time learning means I'm going to teach you a concept, and then you're going to go do it right away. It's not like college where we teach you a concept, you go back to your room. You come back 2 days later, we teach it to you again, and maybe you get a quiz. And you go back to your room. And then you come back, and then we review your quiz, and then we prepare you, we warn you to study, and then there's a test in 2 days. And then you go back to your room, and you come back, and that's all academic. You've never once applied the concept that you were supposed to have learned. The way CIA does it differently is they teach you a concept, no quiz, no test, no academics, go do the thing. And then you literally it's like someone teaching you addition, and then they give you blocks and they ask you to count the blocks. And then once you do it right, they're like, great, now let's do multiplication. Now multiply the blocks. And you just keep up. You either keep up or you get cut out.
Damn. Are there any representations in pop culture that you think are more accurate portrayals of what it is that you do?
Yeah, so Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was quite good.
Really?
Yeah, if you recall that, because the lead in that movie was very kind of muted, and that's really what most CIA officers are.
Interesting.
We're muted individuals. We can turn on things, we can turn on charisma, we can turn on charm, we can turn on social grace, but when we walk around, all that gets turned off and further intentionally muted because we don't want to be noticed. The goal is anonymity. Anonymity is a superpower. So that's one great example of it. A lot of Le Carre's book, he's got multiple stories out there.
What's the name of his book? Do you know?
He's got multiple.
Oh.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh, he wrote that.
Yeah, is one of those books that come from a Le Carre character, right? And there's all sorts of history around the author and whether or not he himself was an asset for MI6 or possibly an officer for MI6. So you'll see all sorts of cool examples of what we're really like there. And there was one Bond episode, one Bond movie. What's the one where he runs off to the tropical island and it's a Daniel Craig one.
Oh, nice.
He runs off to the tropical island. He's going through depression and Q has to go to the island to get him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, Skyfall is when he it's the third one. He gets shot and they think he's dead and he ends up kind of retiring in Turkey.
Maybe that's the one. So whichever one has Daniel Craig depressed and alone on an island.
Yeah, it's Skyfall. It's the beginning of Skyfall.
They do a very good job of actually getting to the heart of what most CIA officers actually feel.
Interesting.
Because it's a very lonely job. It's a very lonely job, and then we've been cultivated from a group of people. We've been cultivated from society because we don't trust other people, right? We don't. When I walked into your house today, I gave you a hug.
Yeah.
I had to learn to do that. It's one of the things I do for myself to try to break down my own barrier of immediate distrust, right? I'm you let me into your home. You let me onto your show. You are risking your own professional, political, whatever, to have me here. So I feel you're demonstrating all this trust for me. The least I can do is work to make sure that I build a similar kind of trust for you, right? And it's because we are so distrusting of other people that we end up very, very alone.